So here is the motor from the little made Rite Dominion. I'm not sure exactly when this was made, but probably early 50s. What's cool is there are oil felts, even though the rotor isn't, because this is all, this probably does come apart to some extent. You can see it bolts together here. But we do have oil felts here on the inside. So I'm going to oil that, and then I'm going to oil the either end of the shaft. Not that it's a big deal. The next thing I was thinking about doing was replacing the head wires, but I don't have any wire at the moment, so I'm just going to oil it. So I'm going to bring the oil down to the end of the zoom spout. One of the things about this is you got to have your oil at the ready, as you can see. And now I'm just going to go ahead on here and put some oil on the felt, and it should take a good amount of oil. This is a very old fan, and try not to get any oil on the windings. It sure did take a good amount of oil. I'm going to stop right there, and we'll do the reverse. Well, it's soaking up so much oil. I don't really want to dripping out, but we do want to make sure we get enough in there, so alright. You know, because gravity being what it is, if you put too much oil on this felt, it's just going to drip out the bottom here, which we don't want. And now we're going to try and do the other side, which I might not be able to show you. Alright, it's a good amount of oil on that felt there. Again, I don't want to go overdo this here. But I guarantee that's not been oiled since it was made. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, sorry about that, put a little oil on the end of the shaft, hoping that that also makes its way in. And I just try and give it a little spin, hoping that brings the oil into where we want it. And we'll do it on the other side too, here on the front. It looks like a brass bearing or bronze. And we just spin. There is a lot of play in this, but it's nice and free like that. So that's all we're going to do for right now. Maybe we'll put it back together and see how it runs. I've tried to effort the blades a little bit, which are pretty out of balance, but it's hard to tell where the beginning and the end of that is. You know, the law of diminishing returns. So anyway, there you go. Alright, so this is sort of the final chapter on this guy. I dusted it out with the air can there, and it came pretty clean, got it oiled up pretty good. I then reassembled what I could. Still need a bolt, flat bolt, to hold this into the thing. As you can see, it's kind of wagging around in there. Needs a cord, and I want to use it to practice doing a head wire. Once I have some wiring, I have to order some different colored wires just to have here to do other projects as well. So I'm waiting on getting that done. So this will have another video, but as far as this being a running fan, I don't think so. And here's why. I did some work to really work on getting the blades more even, and there you can see they're not quite perfect, but they're decent, and they don't weigh very much. So then why does this thing shake so much? Well, I think the shaft is bent. I think that it's bent on its axis. Let me see if I can show you what I'm seeing here. The whole thing moves this way. So Let's see if you can see it. So this might have got dropped and the whole shaft is bent. I don't know if it's worth trying to put a weight on it, but once this thing gets up to speed, it just shakes like crazy. It runs at a pretty high RPM. And it just shake, 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 shake. So I'm not sure that this is a candidate for running, but just because I'm not sure that that's really gonna. I don't think that how at a whack the blades are is way more than to cause it to shake that much. I just don't think, because they don't weigh anything. This is blade set is like, it doesn't weigh nothing. So I think that the shaft, the whole thing is bent and it's wagging around, and that's what's causing it to shake so much. That's my opinion on it. I might continue to fool around with it a little more, but I think we're done here until we use it for our wiring project. So that's the deal on this little made Rite. It's a cool looking little fan, but it just doesn't run right. So it runs pretty quick now that it's all oiled up, but it's got issues. So I might continue fooling around with the blades. I might not. It's hard to say. And we'll probably get on to cleaning up and oiling some of these lake woods for summer. That's probably what's going to happen next. So stay tuned and enjoy.